Does aging wake you up at 2 a.m.? Not quite. What often feels like just getting older may actually be your body waving a red flag. For many people over 60, waking up in the middle of the night, wide awake, staring at the ceiling, isn't only about stress or that last cup of coffee. More often than not, it points to 5 silent vitamin deficiencies that quietly unravel your sleep from within. We've all been told that sleep changes with age, as if restless nights are inevitable. But the truth is far more hopeful. When your body runs low on certain nutrients, it simply can't regulate the very hormones, like melatonin and cortisol, that keep your sleep cycle steady. Fix the deficiencies, and your nights, and even your days, can feel entirely different. In this video, I'll walk you through the 5 most common nutrient gaps that may be sabotaging your sleep. And stay with me until the end, because the number 1 culprit is the one most doctors overlook. Correcting it doesn't just help you sleep through the night, it can also restore the kind of steady daytime energy you thought was long behind you. Before we dive in, I'd love for you to tap the like button. It helps this message reach more people who need it. And if these insights feel valuable, consider subscribing for more practical, science-based health tips made simple. Thank you for being here. So, the real question isn't simply why you wake up at 2 a.m. The question is, what's missing inside your body that makes restful sleep impossible? Let's uncover the 5 hidden deficiencies, moving from the overlooked but common, all the way to the most powerful root cause at the very end. Nutrient number 5, vitamin C, the shield against oxidative stress. When most people think of vitamin C, they picture cold remedies or a quick immune boost. But its connection to sleep is one of the most underrated truths in modern health. This is especially relevant if you often feel restless at night, even when your mind is calm. The culprit here isn't worry or overthinking, it's something far quieter: oxidative stress. Imagine every cell in your body facing a subtle storm. All day long, your metabolism and daily stresses create unstable molecules that chip away at healthy cells. If you're under pressure, ill, or simply aging, this storm intensifies. Normally, nighttime is when your body enters repair mode, sweeping up the debris and restoring balance. But if you lack enough vitamin C, your system is missing its primary tool to neutralize this internal chaos. The result? Instead of resting, your body stays on low alert, quietly fighting a battle inside. And that faint background tension is enough to wake you at 2 a.m. Here lies the secret: vitamin C is not just an immune booster, it's a molecular peacemaker. By donating electrons to those unstable molecules, it calms them down, silencing the storm. When your antioxidant defenses are strong, your nervous system can finally switch off the alarms, allowing your body to drop into deep, restorative sleep. This isn't just theory, it's how biology is wired. Science backs this up. A 2014 study published in PLOS One analyzed data from a large national health survey. The findings were striking. Individuals with low vitamin C levels reported more sleep disturbances, shorter total sleep times, and were far more likely to sleep less than 6 hours a night. The message is clear: when your body has enough vitamin C, uninterrupted rest becomes possible. So how do you get there? Sure, an orange helps, but some foods are even better. A single large yellow bell pepper packs more than 300 milligrams. A cup of strawberries or 1 kiwi provides a generous dose as well. To keep your levels steady, consider gentle supplementation. About 500 milligrams of buffered vitamin C taken with dinner can prepare your body for nighttime repair. Just avoid taking it right before bed on an empty stomach to prevent digestive discomfort. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to bring vitamin C into your day? Do you lean on fresh foods, or do you find supplements more reliable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Nutrient number 4, vitamin B6, the night shift supervisor of melatonin. If vitamin C is the shield, vitamin B6 is the manager who runs the night factory. This nutrient is especially vital for those who struggle to fall asleep, or who wake up with a racing mind that refuses to shut down. Without B6, your brain's sleep signal simply doesn't fire. Think of your sleep system as an assembly line. Vitamin B6 is the supervisor that keeps the line moving. The first step: converting tryptophan, an amino acid from foods like turkey, into serotonin. Serotonin not only lifts your mood, it's also the direct raw material for melatonin, the master sleep hormone. Step 2. B6 is required again to flip serotonin into melatonin itself. Without it, the process stalls. You might have plenty of tryptophan, but your brain never gets the strong melatonin signal it needs to truly shut down and enter deep sleep. That's why deficiency often feels like being tired but wired. Research supports this with remarkable clarity. A 2018 review in Nutrients looked at multiple human trials and found that vitamin B6 significantly improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime awakenings. In one study, older adults who took B6 supplements reported fewer interruptions and described their sleep as deeper and more refreshing compared to those on a placebo. So, where do you find it? Chickpeas are a powerhouse. Just one can provide over a milligram of B6, a large chunk of your daily needs. Other excellent sources include salmon, tuna, chicken breast, and potatoes. If you're considering a supplement, B6 works best as part of a balanced B complex, since the B vitamins operate in synergy. Look for one with 25 to 50 milligrams of B6 and take it in the morning or early afternoon, since B vitamins can feel energizing for some people. Nutrient number 3, magnesium, the body's relaxation switch. If your body feels like a coiled spring when you lay down at night, tight muscles, twitching eyelids, or those dreaded leg cramps, there's a good chance magnesium is at the root of the problem. This mineral is often called the king of calm, and for good reason. Magnesium is the master switch that allows both your muscles and nervous system to truly let go. Here's how it works. Calcium and magnesium are natural opposites. Calcium tells your muscles to contract, while magnesium tells them to release. If you're low on magnesium, the balance tilts. You end up with constant contraction signals, but not enough magnesium to flip the relax command. The result? Tightness, spasms, cramps, and a body that just won't settle into rest. But it doesn't stop with your muscles. Magnesium also binds to and activates GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is your primary calming neurotransmitter, the signal your brain uses to slow racing thoughts and invite stillness. Without enough magnesium, your nervous system can get stuck in overdrive, leaving you alert when you want to drift off. The evidence is powerful. In 2012, a double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences studied older adults with insomnia. Those given 500 milligrams of magnesium daily experienced remarkable improvements. They fell asleep faster, slept longer, woke up less often in the early morning hours, and even showed healthier hormone levels, with melatonin rising and cortisol, the stress hormone, falling. In other words, they didn't just sleep more, they slept deeper. So where do you find magnesium? Start with food. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and even dark chocolate are excellent sources. But because modern soil is often depleted, many people struggle to get enough from diet alone. That's why supplementation can be life-changing. For sleep, one of the best forms is magnesium glycinate. It's well absorbed and gentle on the stomach. A common dose is 200 to 400 milligrams, taken about an hour before bed. This gives your body time to soak it in and prepare for deep relaxation. Now I'm curious, have you ever tried magnesium for better sleep? Share your story in the comments, whether it worked wonders or not. You never know who you might help. Nutrient number 2, vitamin D, the sunshine regulator. This one is for people who spend 8 hours in bed but wake up feeling like they barely slept at all. Light, fragmented, unrefreshing sleep often has less to do with age and more to do with one quiet deficiency, vitamin D. Let me share the story of John, a retired accountant in his late 60s. John did everything right. He had a consistent bedtime, a cool dark bedroom, no caffeine after lunch. Yet every night, without fail, he would wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Not anxious, not in pain, just awake. And every morning, he described a bone-deep exhaustion, as if his body had forgotten how to rest. Finally, his doctor ordered a standard blood test. A few days later, the results came in. John was severely deficient in vitamin D. He was shocked. Vitamin D? Isn't that just for bones? What does that have to do with my sleep? Still skeptical, he followed his doctor's instructions and started a high-dose supplement. 3 weeks later, something remarkable happened. For the first time in nearly a decade, John slept through the night. He woke up not just rested, but restored, refreshed in a way he thought was gone forever. John's story is common, and the science behind it is compelling. Researchers have found vitamin D receptors in key areas of the brain that regulate sleep, including the brainstem and hypothalamus. That means vitamin D functions almost like a hormone in those regions, directly influencing your body's circadian rhythm, the 24-hour clock that governs sleep and wake. Without enough vitamin D, your sleep clock drifts, leading to light, broken, non-restorative rest. The best source is, of course, the sun. But for many, especially during winter, or for those who spend more time indoors, that's simply not enough. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, or fortified dairy, provide some, but supplementation is often necessary. The most effective form is vitamin D3. A typical maintenance dose is 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day. If you're severely deficient, your doctor may recommend more. The key is timing. Take it in the morning with a meal that contains healthy fats, since it's fat-soluble. Taking it at night can sometimes interfere with melatonin production. So let me ask, have you ever had your vitamin D levels checked? The results can be eye-opening, and correcting a deficiency might be the missing piece to your sleep puzzle. Nutrient number 1, iron, the quiet calm for restless nights. And here we are, the number 1 deficiency most doctors overlook when it comes to sleep. This one is for anyone who has ever felt that uncontrollable urge to move their legs at night. Maybe it feels like ants crawling under the skin. Maybe it's just a gnawing restlessness that makes lying still impossible. This hidden culprit often explains why so many older adults wake up again and again through the night. The root cause? Low iron. Here's why. The problem isn't really in your muscles, it starts in the brain. Your brain relies on dopamine, a neurotransmitter that helps control smooth, purposeful movements. But dopamine cannot be made without iron. When iron stores run low, dopamine levels drop, especially at night when your body's natural rhythm causes them to dip even further. That's when restless leg syndrome strikes, the creeping, uncomfortable sensations that force you to move just to feel relief. The evidence is undeniable. A 2019 review in sleep medicine clinics confirmed iron deficiency as one of the most significant and treatable risk factors for restless legs. In study after study, patients with low iron who received iron therapy reported their symptoms easing, or disappearing altogether. But here's the key, don't just check your iron levels. Ask about your ferritin levels, the true measure of your body's iron storage. Many people show normal blood iron but dangerously low ferritin, and that's what really matters for sleep. So how do you address it? First, never take iron without testing. Too much iron can be toxic. If your doctor confirms low ferritin, you can turn to iron-rich foods. There are 2 kinds. Heme iron from animal sources, like red meat, poultry, and oysters, absorbs easily. Non-heme iron from plants, like lentils, spinach, and beans, absorbs less efficiently, but you can boost it by pairing with vitamin C. For those who need more, doctors often recommend gentle forms such as iron bisglycinate, which is less likely to cause constipation. This is the game changer for many. That nagging restlessness, the constant waking, it may not be age at all. It may be your body simply crying out for iron. 5 simple rules before you supplement. Now, I know what you might be thinking: if I start adding all these new supplements, won't they upset my stomach or clash with my medications? That's a smart and necessary concern. Which is why there are 5 golden rules. Always talk to your doctor first. Especially with iron. Get a blood test, discuss your medications, and only then move forward. Start low, go slow. Don't jump in with maximum doses. Add one nutrient at a time, and let your body adjust. Take with food. Minerals like magnesium, and especially iron, are best absorbed with meals and are less likely to cause discomfort. Time it right. Energizing nutrients like B vitamins and vitamin D belong in the morning. Calming ones like magnesium fit best in the evening. Choose quality. Look for third-party tested brands, so you know what's on the label is what's in the bottle. Closing thoughts. So, my friends, what we've really been talking about today is not just vitamins, it's listening to your body. These are not signs of normal aging. They are whispers from within, asking for the raw materials to restore balance. You don't have to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Just pick one deficiency that resonates with you. Maybe it's John's story about vitamin D. Maybe it's your own restless legs pointing to iron. Bring it up with your doctor this week. Try one small change. Then notice how your body responds. Which deficiency surprised you the most? Share your answer in the comments. And if this video gave you even a glimmer of hope, just type the word "hope" below. It tells me this message reached you. Most importantly, if you found value here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so we can continue this health journey together. Here's to quiet nights and brighter mornings. And before you go, don't stop here. Thousands of older adults have already found the next video life-changing. I'll see you there.